The stakes have never been higher, with Maya's life hanging in the balance. But I still couldn't get the acquittal I needed to save her. We ended when Ungard's manager, Adrian Andrews, refused to testify. And as I investigated further, I found the truth I did not want to believe in. My client hired an assassin to kill his biggest rival, the same man who was holding Maya hostage. You lied to me. When we first met, you said you would never kill anybody.
That wasn't a lie, bro. Cause that The Killer guy handled all of that stuff for me. I didn't even have to get my hands dirty.
Tell me, why'd you hide the camera in his room?
Had to have some insurance.
Meaning?
Do you really think I'm just gonna trust an assassin? If he tried to blackmail me or say I killed one, I have video evidence of him in the act. You could say that I set him up for his own starring role in the Jammin' Ninjas snuff film.
You monster.
Now it's all up to you to do your job and make sure that I get off scot-free.
My job is not saving murderers.
Oh yeah? Well, think of it as saving the girl's life. Because if that judge makes me hang for often one, you're a killer too.
I've gotta save her.
At this point, I'd eat anything.
I'm lost. What am I supposed to do?
Can't tell you. It's entirely up to you to decide how to proceed. I really can't tell you. During last year's case, the realization hit me that I had lost sight of what it truly meant to be a prosecutor. I wanted to distance myself from that life and reflect upon who I was. Reconsider why I had chosen that path. And when I came upon that answer, I would begin a new journey. Now, Phoenix, you must do the same.
But how?
Start by asking this question. What does being a defense attorney mean to me? You'll find the answer eventually.
Okay, but I know that I can't let a murderer walk away scot-free. And now, poor Maya's life can only be saved by one thing, ignoring the truth. I have to do it, but it's not me.
And still, the truth will not change.
I became an attorney because I wanted to fight for people who had no one on their side. And the truth was what it was all about. It was the best tool for saving those people. Now I can't even save one of my closest friends.
Don't fool yourself. Do you think you're some sort of superhero? You're just a man. You talk about saving people, but that's not what normal men do.
Well, why don't you tell me why you came back to the courtroom? What's this great answer you found?
The truth. I'll fight for it with all I have. It's that simple.
The truth, huh?
This case is sure to get much darker. See it through till the end.
Thank you, Edgeworth. You know, I like the new you.
You helped me find myself, so thank you.
Are you prepared for tomorrow, Mr. Wright?
Ungard told me he was your client, that he hired you to murder Kurita.
Oh, is that so?
Why did you drag Maya into this?
I always ensure no suspicion should fall on my clients.
It's part of my moral code, how I maintain their trust.
You kidding? You have no morals!
I do, Mr. Wright. You'll see for yourself after you win the acquittal and I keep my word by returning the girl.
You hear that? The cat.
I did, yes.
I know where he is and where he's keeping Maya.
No fingerprints or strange fibers.
Did you find her?
Unfortunately, it seems we're a bit too late.
It was that butler. He must be to kill her.
Shoo, do you know where Mystic Maya is?
Take a look at this!
It would seem this is where the hidden camera was sending its transmissions.
All that evidence right there.
Confiscate everything.
Okay, but there's no video in the deck.
He must have taken the tape with him.
We found another room!
That's Celeste Andrews.
Any relation?
Adrian Andrews' sister. She used to be Matt Ungard's manager before she passed away.
Wait, both of them? That's so strange.
Mr. Nick! Look at the back!
This is a note from Maya.
Is that so? Does it tell us anything useful?
Nick, so you did come for me. I believed you would. If you get that slime bag in acquittal, I'll never forgive you. Well, tell Pearls I said hi. Goodbye. She said goodbye? We gotta find her right now!
Am I really going to walk in there and set a murderer free? Can I ignore the truth? Any news?
Listen, bud.
Did you find out where he took Maya?
We still don't have any real solid leads as of yet. You gotta keep fighting for her sake.
Understood.
But I swear I'm gonna find out where the killer is and set Maya free. Then we can give that D-list actor a new role in prison. She's gonna be A-okay, pal. You just do what you gotta do in that courtroom. If things get serious, old Edgeworth is gonna be right there with you, brother. You guys work together in there, and us cops will do all we can out in the streets. Believe in us and hang in there to the end, buddy.
I will, detective.
He's a good guy, isn't he? We can count on him.
Yeah. Ready? Let's do this.
Yeah!
This court will hereby resume the trial of Matthew Ungard.
The defense is ready to proceed, Your Honor.
As am I, Your Honor.
We concluded yesterday's session with a rather unusual situation, when Miss Adrian Andrews refused to provide sworn testimony to the court.
On that note, I would like to present this card the witness had on her person yesterday.
The killer left that there.
She claims to have discovered it near Juan Kurita's body.
And what is the significance of such a thing?
It was left by a hired assassin.
What? So it's his calling card?
Shelley the Killer. Once his work is done, he leaves this behind to claim credit for the hit.
I've never heard of such a thing.
Kurita was killed by a professional hitman. And the one who hired him was the defendant, Matthew Ungard.
I knew he was guilty!
Objection! There is no proof that my client hired him. Besides, what about Adrian Andrews? She could have easily been the one that called for the hit on him.
Mr. Wright, you're wrong about the lack of proof. This item was found during a search of Ungard's residence.
That teddy bear. It was definitely at his place yesterday.
This was taken from the victim's room, on the very same night that his life was taken.
How can you be sure?
His fondness for teddy bears was well known. As a matter of fact, he kept this particular one with him at all times.
Oh.
But it disappeared right after his murder. The staff attested to this fact.
But how are you certain that it's the exact same one he carried around?
Because his fingerprints are all over it. That's how. Why was his most beloved possession found at the defendant's house? There's only one answer. After murdering Kurita that night in his hotel room, the killer then delivered the bear to his client, Matthew Ungard.
He's right. Everything he said has to be true. I can't lose this now. Objection! I have to keep on fighting. Consider this! The possibility Adrian Andrews asked the killer to steal the bear.
And to what end?
Because, well, she thought that putting it at Ungard's house would help frame him for the murder. Why would my client want it? What good would having that kind of evidence in his house do for him?
Why would he want to take such a thing into his residence?
What's going on here?
It's like the defense doesn't have a real case, just questions.
Shut up! No one asked you, lady. Don't give up, Nikki. I don't care if everybody knows I freed a guilty man. I gotta do this to save Maya's life.
Do you have an answer, Mr. Edgeworth?
In a way, Your Honor, I am willing to address the defense's challenge. What is the significance of this teddy bear? To discuss that very question, I would like to call on Miss Adrian Andrews to take the stand again.
Very well. The court will now take a brief 10-minute recess. I ask that you please use the time to prepare your witness.
Understood.
Mia, please help me.
Edgeworth is still such a jerk! He knows about Maya, so why is he pushing so hard on you? What's going on?
You hanging in there, pal?
I'm giving it all I've got. You found anything yet?
Not really. But I'm not giving up hope.
I could see a circus tent. She's somewhere near there.
How the heck did you grow up so fast, Pearl? Mia?
It came to me. Maya's being held on the 3rd floor of an old office building.
You mentioned seeing a circus tent, but why?
I saw it through the window, roughly 100 meters away.
Nikki, will you please tell me what's happening? There's only one circus in town now. The Berry Big Circus.
We must hurry. Maya's in grave danger.
Hey, Gumshoe, you hear that?
Loud and clear. It's about 100 meters away from where the Very Big Circus is located.
I also saw a red mailbox beneath the window.
Yeah, baby! All units, let's get rolling!
This is the break we needed. Thank you, Mia.
It's a little bit premature for that. It's not over yet, so keep fighting.
How long are you gonna ignore me, bro?
Court is now back in session.
Yesterday, you refused to testify. It's your right. But listen. Those who conceal the truth will likely fall victim to it.
But sir, I am only doing what you people told me to do.
I'm not like them. What's more, neither is the defense. So I want you to tell us everything you know.
All right.
It appears that she's been swayed.
Then let me ask you. Recognize this teddy bear?
It's a souvenir that my sister bought while we were on vacation in Switzerland.
She bought it?
Yes, sir. It was a gift she brought back for Juan. They were seeing each other at the time.
Really? We found a picture of her in Ungard's house that was signed, "With Love."
Because she used to be his manager as well, and they also dated each other for a little while.
She did? They were a couple?
Celeste was head over heels in love with him. But unfortunately, he didn't feel the same way about her. Then a reporter found out about their relationship, and Matt dumped her as soon as he could. The story was pulled before it made it to print, and the public never found out. But Celeste was fired.
That's when she went to Juan Kurita's agency.
It was a really good thing. I think meeting Juan saved her. They even had a public engagement, press conference and all.
But the engagement was broken off.
Yes, that very night, she...
It's all so sad.
So did Kurita give a reason as to why he broke off the engagement?
Yes, it was Matt. Right after the announcement, Matt told Juan about them.
Why would he want to do that?
It was sick. He chose to wait until after the press conference to tell them. He actually picked the moment that would hurt them the most.
Your sister's suicide. I had heard that there was no note left behind.
No, sir. There was definitely a note. But Juan hid it somewhere.
Did he disclose this to you?
Yes. Apparently my sister wrote about her hatred of Matt, and how she chose death since her happiness had again been taken from her.
So, did the victim ever reveal why he had chosen to hide the suicide note?
He saw it as a powerful weapon. He wanted to make the note public, just when it would hurt Matt the most. And he was so close to releasing it.
That would have been the night he was murdered, after Ungard won the Hero of Heroes tournament. He would do it in the form of a staged confession.
So unbelievably spiteful.
I had gotten extremely close to Juan, because I wanted to find that note. I really didn't want it to become public. So before I reported the murder, I searched all over his room, but it never turned up. That's when the thought hit me. How I could get revenge on the two horrible men who destroyed my sister.
So you planted the knife in his corpse?
I was absolutely sure that if Matt's fingerprints were found on it, he'd be the prime suspect.
There you have it. This is why the witness refused to provide testimony yesterday.
I understand her hesitation.
The only crime she's committed is mutilation of a corpse, not murder.
But the suicide note, does anybody have a clue as to where the thing ended up?
Matter of fact, we do, Your Honor. Just ask the teddy bear.
Yes. It's quite special. That's why she chose it as a souvenir.
It has a secret compartment?
Wait, could that be it?
That must be the note.
No wonder you failed to find it. The killer had already removed it from the scene. This note bears Celeste's signature. Matt Ungard knew that he had to get his hands on this no matter what it took.
I see. So that's why he had to kill or steal it.
Objection! Come on! That doesn't make sense!
And why not?
Because the defendant couldn't have known the suicide note was hidden in the secret compartment!
You're wrong. Remember this?
Oh? What's that?
A hidden camera set up in the victim's hotel room. Matthew Ungard had been spying on Juan Corrida, recording everything.
Is this true?
Spy? That's freaking crazy.
I've been saying it was him the whole time.
I submit the note and the camera as evidence to the court.
Search the place! Sir!
It would appear that we've reached a conclusion in this trial. I shall now hand down my verdict.
Objection!
Really, defense? What now?
It's about the note. I have a problem with it.
That is?
Explain yourself.
How do we know Celeste Andrews was really the one who wrote it? The defense demands that a handwriting analysis be performed.
Hang on. What is this?
You need a handwriting analysis? But don't you think that Celeste would be the only one who knew the claims made on the suicide note?
There is a chance her sister could have known about everything mentioned.
Oh, just another theory of yours.
Your Honor, the prosecution needs 30 minutes.
Why? I
don't want there to be any doubt about the evidence. I second the call for writing analysis.
He's playing along.
Edgy.
Then I'll allow it. We'll take a 30-minute recess while we analyze the note.
You have a telephone call.
Oh, I do? From whom?
He said he's a friend of yours, and it's an urgent matter.
Okay, it seems you've bought a little more time.
Why hasn't that detective called back yet? Talk to me. Did you find her? Is she safe?
They got away again!
No.
Sorry, but she did leave us with a killer piece of evidence, pal.
Yeah? What is it?
I'm bringing it to court now. I think everything is gonna be A-okay, brother.
All right then. We'll see you real soon.
Oh yeah! Don't worry, we got this in the back.
Hey, Gumshoe! What happened?
A car wreck? I really hope that he didn't get hurt.
Not exactly reassuring, is it now?
You got this right, Ace Attorney?
Forgive my tardiness.
What's up?
Well, Mr. Edgeworth, do you have the handwriting analysis report with you?
Yes, and it does conclude that the note was written by Celeste Andrews.
Of course, we all knew that.
In that case, I'll now hand down my verdict.
Wait, Your Honor!
You're not satisfied?
The prosecution would like to call upon a new witness.
A new witness? Really?
Oh? And who might that be?
Just who truly was Shelley DeKiller's client? This witness will put that question to rest once and for all.
But how? Who is testifying?
Shelley DeKiller. The Hitman.
Yes, I see. Shelley DeKiller himself.
What? That's insane. So he'll talk?
He called moments ago, saying he's willing to testify. I call to the stand, Mr. Shelley DeKiller.
What?
Objection! The final showdown is about to get underway as DeKiller gives his testimony. Will I win an acquittal for the murderer or justice for his victim? Maya's life depends on me. Attorneys smile when things get most desperate, but will I have another reason to smile? I stake it all on this one turnabout. I'll show everybody what justice really means to me, why I'm here. Find the contradictions, believe in the truth. Next episode, farewell, my turnabout, last trial. Take that!